Yeah, businesses are going through a huge digital transformation, and that means that business is running in cyberspace. So on the web, in the cloud, we're accessing our data from our mobile devices, we've got IoT devices coming into the mix. So at this point, because business is running in cyber, a cyber attack is a business attack. And if you impact the business, financially or operationally, that's something that's an event that is of high importance to the board and to the C-suite. So that's why you've really seen that shift. And that's also why organizations need partners, technical partners, that understand that and build things like security and privacy and trust into their offerings. And that's actually partly why we have our motto at Microsoft, which is Microsoft runs on trust. We know that businesses need to be able to trust their technical partners. Okay, so let me preface that I'm not a lawyer, so I can't speak to legal liability. However, I've spent decades talking to and advising customers on how they take risk management and be able to secure their digital assets. So taking that into account, it's really looking at three areas: the people, the process, and the technology. So when we look at people, it's really about security awareness and helping to train people how to interact with the systems in a secure way. What's a strong password, for example? Or looking at phishing, 90% of attacks are coming in through the phishing vector, helping our employees to understand and our customers what's a phishing email versus what isn't. The policy part is really about governance and processes and being able to help set the tone of what kinds of regulations you need to comply with, what frameworks you've adopted at the organization. And then there's the technology, that third area. And that we look at 4 pillars that's really important to businesses so that, again, they can manage their risk. Those 4 are identity and access management. Who can access what? Who are you? Can you come into this company? Can you see this data? Information protection. What are your most sensitive pieces of information and how are those protected? And how are they protected no matter where they are? Whether you're accessing your data from your phone or you're looking at it on your car. Threat protection. Who are the threats? What are they doing? Intelligence about that and different controls that can limit their access to your sensitive information. And then finally, the security management, because you need to be able to manage all of these different aspects. A lot of our customers did reach out and say that they had interest in hearing from us some guidance, and we took a proactive multi-channel approach. First part of that is by providing written information, things like white papers and ebooks, and then also providing those best practices and guidances and other consumable methods like webinars. So we really just tried to say, here's some best practice, here's some guidance. We also built some tools. So we have a free online readiness assessment tool that anyone can use. They answer some questions and we provide feedback on about where they stand with their readiness for GDPR. We also have something called Compliance Manager for our cloud customers. And Compliance Manager looks across your cloud services on Azure and Office 365 and provides information that really links together the technology and the compliance. And it also, most importantly, not only tells you where you are right now with the compliance aspect, but also actions to take, recommended actions, if there are exposures or things that can be done to even provide better data protection. Microsoft views privacy as a human right, and we embrace GDPR because it is a strong standard for privacy and data protection, and those are things that are at the core of our business and that our customers are looking forward to. As soon as the EU stated what GDPR was going to look like, we started our compliance journey, and because it's a complex journey, we've been taking our learnings and sharing those with customers and helping them through some of those best practices that I had spoken about earlier.